So let's talk about prospecting and recruiting. Recruiting can be very intimidating. Reaching out to people, prospecting people that we either know really well or we don't know at all can be very intimidating. And it can be frustrating. I want you to write down the people that you're most intimidated to talk to. What helped me go from zero to hero, from average to savage, was going after those A players, going after my best contacts. It took me 7 years to go full-time in network marketing. It took me 7 years to have enough confidence and posture to go out there and prospect my best contacts and have enough belief and really the knowledge also to go out there with confidence and approach people. I think what helped me in the early days, because I wasn't as charismatic or polished, I didn't have the knowledge, I didn't have the confidence, I didn't have all those things, but I can tell you what really helped me in the early days was just being excited. So rule number 1 is be excited, right? People follow strength, not weakness. People want to work with people that love what they do, that are excited about what they're doing. How excited are you when you're reaching out to someone about your product, about your opportunity? Because I can tell you, this is numero uno. If I had to say, out of all the factors that will help you become a great recruiter, a great prospector, what's number 1 most important? Hands down, it's excitement. When I talk to my best recruiters, the people within my organization that are the best recruiters, when I talk to some of my students and clients and people that we've coached over the years, the ones that are consistently recruiting are the ones that are excited. And you know what's funny? When you've struggled, it's probably been when you weren't as excited because you had some stuff going on. You had some junk in the trunk. you had some stinking thinking going on. Tell people why. Why are you excited? 2 different reasons why. Because people relate to people. They don't relate to ingredients. They don't relate to the compensation plan. They relate to you and your reason why. So tell people why you're doing it. I wanted to fire my boss. I wanted to retire my spouse. Why are you telling people your reason why? Because other people want to retire their spouse. Other people want to help out their parents financially or put their kids in the best private school. Other people want to wake up when they're done sleeping and not have to go to work every day to work for someone else to build up their company, right? Other people are just like you. You're a person. Other people are just like you. They can relate to you and your story. And then you want to say, why this company? Why these products? In fact, drop it to the comments and let me know, why are you in network marketing? I don't care about your company for a second. I want to talk about your reason. Why are you doing this business? Why are you doing something so challenging? Why are you doing something like this? What's the reason that you want to make more money? Pay off your student loans, pay off your mortgage, pay off your credit card debt. You want to buy a new car, buy your dream car, buy a dream home, get out of the ghetto. I don't know. What is the reason you're doing this? Your why has to be a driver for you. And you have to also say, you know what? It's not just about my personal reason why. It has to become bigger than that. You know, how about helping other people? Maybe you want freedom. You want total and complete time and financial freedom. That's a big deal. And then why your company? I think some of us need to develop new habits. We need to up our prospecting numbers. We need to talk to more humans. How many Facebook friends do you have? How many people are you connected with? What's the percentage of people you've talked to? And I talk about this all the time because honestly, it's probably the biggest reason people are struggling in network marketing. They're just not talking to enough people. Talking to new people every day doesn't necessarily mean I'm talking to a person that I've never talked to. It might just be that I'm talking to someone about my business for the first time that I've never talked to about my business, right? You might say, well, John, you know, these are all my Facebook friends. I talk to them often. Yeah, but have you talked to them about your business? Well, no, I mean, they haven't asked me. Well, have you asked them to take a look? I mean, it's funny to me how we overthink this so much. Like, what do I say to people? Hey, Karen, how are you? It's been a few months. What have you been up to? What are you focused on these days? You have a little back and forth with Karen and you ask Karen, hey, have you thought about making money outside of what you do? Have you ever looked into making money online or on social media? You just pop the freaking question. Now, that doesn't have to be your exact question. I could give you 17 different questions you could ask. There is no exact script that works for everybody. How many of you have big audacious goals. Like you want to make the big bucks. You don't want to just make a check with a comma, right? You're not just looking to make $1,000 or $2,000. You want to make multiple six figures. Like you want to make at least a full-time income in network marketing. Then you have to start new teams all the time. But I don't want you to get so caught up in management mode where you're just managing your team and you're managing your managers. And phase one money-making activities is you personally producing, you personally recruiting, you personally prospecting, you working on those money-making activities and not relying on your team to produce, not relying on your team to recruit new people for you to work with. Now, there's nothing better than your team recruiting. There's nothing better than someone within your organization bringing new people to the table. Obviously, if you want to win big in network marketing, it's all about helping other people. It's all about helping other people create results and create success. However, I never rely on my team, and I want to lead by example. I want to show them the value in starting new teams. Some of us, we get so caught up in going through the motions and doing the prospecting and building the relationships, talking to all the humans. And we sometimes get into presentation mode versus being in invitation mode. And here's what I mean. You got to get yourself out of the way. Don't be a fool, use a tool. And so many of us, we're being a tool. Stop being a tool. You're not the tool. You shouldn't be explaining everything. You want to let a tool do the talking. So get people into your ATM groups, your VIP groups, or if you're doing meetings, invite them to the meeting. Let the presentation do the talking. Let the video do the talking. Let your ATM group do the talking, right? Let the testimonials inside the group do the selling and telling and the educating. Because for me, it's like, if you look at it like this, when you reach out to someone, if you keep it simple, and you get yourself out of the way and you say, listen, all you have to do is invite people into this group, tag them in the same video I'm tagging you in. Could you do that? People will be like, heck yeah, I could do that. So all you're doing is creating some curiosity, connecting with people on social media or on the phone or whatever, and then you're adding them into a group and tagging them in a video. Like, how much easier could this be? Now, of course, there is more to that. You have to get good at the follow-up and you got to ask closing questions. You got to, get to know people, build a little bit of a rapport, a connection. Like, I want to get to know my people. I feel like I'm interviewing people. I'm pre-screening people. Like, if you crazy, I don't want you in my business. Facts tell, stories sell. I know that's a cliche, but it's true. Be a story collector. Collect stories in your company. If there's a truck driver, a construction worker, a business owner, a school teacher, right? Get to find out, get to know the leaders in the company. What is their professional background? The easiest people to recruit are people you relate to. You know why I recruit so many network marketers that have experienced leaders from other companies? Because I'm a leader in a company. I've been doing this a long time. People look up to me. But when I first got started, guess who the easiest people were to recruit? College students, people my age. Guess who was easier to recruit years later? Mortgage professionals, realtors. Why? Because I was in the freaking mortgage industry. Duh. Now I also have an insurance agency. I've had an insurance agency I'm partnered with, a life insurance agency I've been partnered with for 5 years. It's easy for me to recruit those people. It's easy for me to recruit people in business. It's easy for me to recruit internet marketers, influencers, people that are building on social media. Why? Because I build on social media. Do you understand? It's easier for you to recruit people you relate to because they relate to you. How many of you show up to work even when you don't feel like it? Why? Because you have to. You've made it a must. And when you turn your shoulds and coulds and woulds into musts, you will be successful. How many of us, be honest, how many of us have shoulded all over ourselves? I should reach out to my chicken list. I should reach out to 10 people a day. I should stop prejudging. I should be more excited. I should do videos. Commitment is doing the thing you said you would do long after the mood you set it in has left you. Like once you get to that point of making some serious money in network marketing, you'll understand why it took so long. And you'll have so much gratitude. You'll have so much appreciation. And you'll realize that it was all worth it. Sure, it's hard, but what are you going to do? Quit? What else are you going to do to create financial freedom? Where else can you go build a business without the risk and the overhead of traditional business, but have the income opportunity that you can have as a business owner? The problem is so many of you treat it as a low risk opportunity. You treat it as a $500 opportunity instead of treating it as a $1 million opportunity.